So I go in and start investigating William. And, well, of course, I have a rest, because it is tiresome work, tracking people down and watching them, all that kind of stuff. But the next day I get up, and I find William, and of course he's just out in the same field that the original woman was in, which is actually right next to William's house. I said, alright, that seems fine. So I'll watch him for a while. And so I'm sitting there behind a fence for hours and hours and hours watching him, and nothing really happens. And I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe I'm wasting my time here. But then he gets up, it's about lunchtime. He gets up and he goes and he sits down for a while and he has lunch. And he goes back into the town, or the city, and he meets with the first woman that I was investigating. I said, well, that's a bit strange that they'd be meeting, especially since the woman is married. Was she meeting with some guy? And they talk about, this and that, things that seem innocent, like wine production and things, because that's what the grapes are for. They make wine, and he's the sort of the top wine man, William is. But it doesn't seem to involve this guy that I'm helping out. They don't really mention him at all, and they don't like go visit his house or anything, or check up on him or anything like that. So I'm starting to think this whole conspiracy thing that I'm dealing with is more than it's cracked up, less than it's cracked up to be. But I keep watching the guy for the rest of the day. And he goes back to the fields to work for a couple more hours, and it's interesting that he actually works the field, since he's like head man of the whole wine outfit there. But whatever, he can do what he likes, I suppose. It's good that he has a closer relationship with his workers. He knows what they have to do and all that. Anyway, he goes home at the end of the day, and that's it. Nothing's really happened. So I say, maybe nothing's really going on, and this guy I'm helping out is he's just a bit crazy or paranoid or something. But I go back to him that night, and I say, hey man, I investigated this last guy, William, and he doesn't seem suspicious at all, really. I mean, he's just a regular guy who he does his job and then goes home at the end of the day, and he chats with his friends and eats his lunch and all that kind of stuff, but nothing really suspicious, and certainly not to do with you. He says, what do you mean? You mean he's not involved in it at all? I said, nah man, he's not involved. So can I have my payment now? Because I was promised some payment for it's 3 days of very, very boring and tiresome work, but very long hours. So I said, come on man, you gotta help me out here. I've helped you out with this investigation, and now you gotta, you can pay me. He said, yes, that money that you seem to love so much. He said, how much would it take for you to stab somebody in the back? I said, what are you talking about, man? I'm not that kind of guy. I don't just stab people in the back. He says, I wonder. He said, they've gotten to you, haven't they? I said, man, what are you talking about? I just got into this city 3 days ago when you met with me. I mean, what could I possibly have done in that time? And he says, no, they've gotten to you. You're part of it. You're part of the conspiracy. I says, hang on a minute. You think I'm part of some conspiracy to get you? He says, that's it. And he pulls out a knife. And he starts chasing me. And I was saying, like, backing away, saying, man, hold up, you got it wrong. You got the wrong idea. I'm just, some guy who's just trying to help you out. And he's charging at me. He's saying crazy things about conspiracies and William and the wine industry, and I don't know what he's saying, but I'm running away, and I'm calling for the guards, and the guards start, shooting their arrows at him. I don't know why they have bows and arrows at this time. Maybe it was a bit of a backwoods sort of place, so maybe they just carry around composite bows instead of guns. But they're shooting at him, and then I'm turning around and blasting him with my lightning move, but he's still coming at me, so I keep blasting him. I blast him 2-3 times, and finally he falls to the ground. And I was like, crap, did I just murder this guy? Like, just murder this guy who was thought people were trying to get him and all this kind of stuff? Because I kind of did just get him, didn't I? You know, it kind of, even if there wasn't a conspiracy, now it, you know, it's been brought upon him that he's now dead. So I, of course, get out of there, out of the city. I mean, the guards actually weren't too concerned. They said, "Yeah, sorry, man. He's known to be paranoid for a lot of things, and we'll take care of it." But I didn't want to stay there, man. Like, would you stay in a city that you've just come to and then you've managed to kill a guy? So I left and left out the front gates. I said, I need to get this off my mind. You know, I just need to take a break from everything. So I see there's a large, well, it's a mountain, but most of it's like a hill. You know, so it's you know, there's a snowy peak, but most of it you can just walk up most of the mountain without needing like an ice pick and crazy stuff like that. And I go up there, and I found a cave. And so I sit in the cave and just take a load off, you know, take a break, take a breather, get all this stuff off my mind. So I think we're just about at the end of the level here. And yes, there we are. I don't know if we got S rank or not. Hopefully we did. Come on. Actually, no, we died. So we got A rank. Not too bad. We restored color to the Sky Sanctuary, and we saved, I believe, our good friend Knuckles, who was actually, if I remember correctly, a douchebag. He's not as big of a douche as Tails, though. Kind of more of a badass guy, but... yeah, he's kind of a douche. Thanks for the help. I mean, he helped. He thanked us for the help, but then he said, "Not that I needed it. What is this place? So white and creepy. Blah blah blah. I know about the white and creepy, man. I know what you're talking about. Challenge gates and everything. Blah 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 to unlock the bosses, and we unlocked a lot of random crap. Till next time."